Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. We got an interesting assortment of reels that have come in this week for some service, and we're going to preview those for you. We'll show you which ones I'm going to be working on, which ones I plan to do some videos on, and if there's one out there that I don't plan to do a video on, but you would like to see it, please leave that in the comments section. More importantly, if you'd like to see all of these and not miss any, please subscribe to my channel. And if you do subscribe to my channel, please hit that notification button. Well, the first one is one of the more unusual ones. I've never worked on this reel. This one comes in from Dick in Philadelphia, and he's sent me reels from time to time. This one should be very interesting to take a look at. Well, it's the Altex from Hardy Brothers, and it was made in England. And, well, it's a couple of things that are very interesting here. This whole bottom case appears to be just a single case. It looks like it may be kind of a cigarette lighter thing. We're going to go do some research on this, figure out just how this comes apart. But to me, it looks like somehow we'll probably wind up detaching that, and this whole thing will kind of slide out, or maybe there's a connection above. But this one's got a knock, knock, knock to it. Not sure what's knocking there. Doesn't appear to be the anti-reverse, but there is a knock. And well, Dick sent it to me for an educational experience, so we can all learn from this, and that's certainly something we're going to do with that Hardy reel. Next one comes in from Leo. He's in Montana, so we're all the way across the country now. We've gone from Philadelphia to Montana. He sent me two reels. This one's an automatic. It's the 330 Mitchell. This has got the spring bail that, well, it's supposed to flip and then reset. It's not doing that. It's all the way out in the flip mode. So we're going to try and get underneath this. It looks like the mechanism on this side is all okay. There's a mechanism that rides underneath here. Well, you really can't see it except for a little bit of a bar there. And we're just going to have to see what's preventing this from closing the way it should. And it's possible right here even. Looking at it, now that clears. So we'll just have to take a look and find out why that's happening as it happens. So the automatic reel, very interesting reel, and it was kind of set up as a don't touch the line to cast. When it's all the way back here, you simply rock it and it will flip and allow the line to go out. He's also sent me a Pflueger Akron. These are always fun reels, and this one seems like it's kind of suffering from what all the other reels of this vintage do, and that's lack of oil and grease. So maybe we'll do a video on that. I'm not sure if I've done the Pflueger Akron. I've done a series of those older bait casters, and well, we'll see if we can get that one done as well. Next one comes in from George from New Jersey. I'm sorry, Gennaro, not George. It's a big Penn reel. It's the Surf Blaster 3. This is a what's commonly referred to as a pit reel, and they're most prominent in Europe. Well, this is a reel that he's having some issues with, and he asked me if I could work on it. I'm not sure if it's the drag. The drag adjuster button is off, and we've got a mess underneath here. Apparently we've got some things like that. Well, that's probably the automatic anti-reverse. There's all kinds of pieces and parts in here. I guess we're going to find out exactly how it goes. It does appear to be that there's an awful lot of sand in here. And yeah, this the reel's locked up completely. So I'm going to have to get underneath that, and that probably is a good project for why reels fail, if nothing else. So let's make a point of noting that we'll try and do the video on this one. Those reels are very popular. They have a lot of line capacity. So in Europe, a lot of those gravel pits got filled in, and the fish started running. Well, they were very deep pits, and that's what was the cause of the design of that reel is. Next one comes in from George from Delaware, and a long note, and let's just cut to the chase here. Seems to have lost its drag. Let's see what's lost the drag. Oh, it's another Penn. This is the Penn Live Liner. I'm not sure what edition this is. This is the SSVI, the 6th version, 4500 Live Liner. that seems to have lost its drag. And well, there's two drags on this reel. There's the drag that's the top drag when it's engaged, and then there's the drag that controls the live lining. So I just put that in live line mode, and it is flipping off as the handle, well, as the handle turns. It does click off, so that functioning is in place, but it's just not locking down. Well, just like Gennaro's, I think we'll see what the heck's going on with that and maybe make a video on that one as well. Next one is a pretty big one here. This one comes from Mario. I had done some work for Mario, and he was happy with the results, so he sent me another group of reels. He's also from New Jersey. So even though folks are from New Jersey is a long state. We probably have about 150 miles from north to south. And, well, sometimes people say, oh, you're in New Jersey, come on, drive down and get it. Well, it doesn't always work that way. Here's a huge one. This is a Shakespeare Surf and Pier. I don't think I've seen this model before. I'm not sure it matters that if I have. Most all of these Shakespeare reels are pretty much the same platform, the older Alpha platform. Seems to be working okay. We have a Penn 105C, which is a very nice condition of this reel. This is the largest of the Silver Series reels that Penn made. I'll be happy to take this one apart and show them. It's a single ball bearing. A lot of folks compare this reel that was made in Japan with the Daiwa 7000 series or the Shimano's of the era or the Ryobi's of the era. And this one has just got one ball bearing. The others have more. And if you're looking for a reason to buy another one, well, that's probably it. Here's a Quantum. We got a couple of things sounding off here, but one of them is that the bail does not trip. This is a Quantum XL6. And finally, we've got an old Penn. The big old greenie here. This is the 704, which is stout. And I would take this one over the 105C any day of the week. I think everybody would. This is the difference between this one and the 105C is this has a rotor cup where the spool goes inside. The 105C has a cup where a shielded router or the router goes over. I'm sorry, the spool goes over the router. Well, the advantage of having the spool over the rotor is that the line does not drain down into the cup and then down into the reel. Well, this one seems like it's kind of suffering a few things, but the biggest issue seems to be that it's just dried grease. We'll find out. Okay, that's from Mario. We'll see what we can do with some of those reels as videos. If there's any in there that you would like to see, please let me know. And again, I'll try to schedule them for you. So the next one up then is from Philip. Philip has taken on the hobby of reel repair. Every now and then I get one of them that has become problematic to him. He buys the reels, tries to service them. Sometimes they're better than others. He had called me on this one. This is a very desirable Newell reel. And I think if I recall what we were talking about, it doesn't have an anti-reverse. So this is the Newell 220 3.6. And well, he's got it all tied up here, so I'm not sure what's going on. But there's no anti-reverse in this one. So maybe we'll do that one. Everybody seems to enjoy the Newell reels. If you're one of those folks, let me know. We'll try to fit that one into the schedule of doing those videos. Next one up then is just a bunch of parts that I have, so I'll explain what it is that I'm going to be doing with those. I have 2 boxes of parts recently come in from my good friends over at Mystic Parts. Yes, I do use them when I say if you need a Penn part, go to mysticparts.com. There's a series of drag washers in one of these boxes. That goes with the pail of reels that I previewed earlier from the charter boat that gave me all of his reels to service. So I'll be working on those, and I needed the drag washers. And then I have a Penn 4.0 Senator with a bad gear set. So what I did was I ordered new gears there. Now that that's kind of like almost on the borderline of, do you really want to do this? The gears themselves are about $30, and the 4.0 Senator, well, the value of that 4.0 Senator isn't much more than that. Of course, I picked the ones with the drag washers in it and springs. We add a lot of eccentric springs on that. But at any rate, those are decisions you need to make on a reel-by-reel basis. This one happens to have a very nice cosmetic feel to it. And the individual said, yeah, let's go ahead and just swap out the gears. So that's what we're going to do there. Well, it's going to be a busy week. If you've seen any of these that you would like to see further as how to support service and repair the videos, please let me know. And I'll try to do the best I can. Leave those requests in the comment section. That's the best way to do that. And we'll see what we can do to help you learn a little bit more about the art of reel repair and servicing your fishing reels. To our first responders and essential personnel, thank you for everything it is that you do to keep us safe. To all, please have a great day, good luck fishing, and please stay watching. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle.